Alright, let me... Is this team I'm looking at? No, that's the wrong team. I want to be
No,
on
that's
blue.
the other team.
Yeah, I want to be on blue. Hold up.
Yeah.
Is it gonna... There you go.
We have no audio though.
You have no audio?
Yeah, you have to hit like
Yeah.
the enable button to
Yeah, one
share audio,
sec.
I think.
Uh...
Doesn't really matter though.
It should
That much.
be sharing audio if I just clicked stream to begin with. I can try restarting the stream, one sec. You haven't have audio now?
No.
Unfortunate. Doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's annoying, but whatever. Alright, so you should probably be watching for that bomb at mid as heavy, and your pyro should be watching for it too. Your med died, so actually rather than leaving, since you're just going to be sitting on concrete for forever, you should actually just all walk in and die. Rather than waiting 5 seconds before walking in and dying, you should just do it the moment your med dies. You just, like that, you all just all bot in and go for the med and die. And if you get the med, great. If you die without getting the med, then it doesn't really matter, because you're just going to respawn with your med, basically. So they're super aggro on your concrete. Okay, this is a fine place to regroup. Once you have combo members, you should be getting healthy and then trying to take a dry fight. The goal of that dry fight would be to bait the point and have them use Uber to deny it. You should not be dying before this Uber. Did your demo just die? Your demo should not have died there. Your demo should have. You should have been calling group up on concrete here. What was that?
Oh, nothing. Go ahead.
Yeah, you should be calling group up on concrete here. Get healthy. Get ready to take a dry fight. Dying right now just delays your entire push by 10 seconds. Same thing with your sniper and your spy. You should no feeding. The call here should be no feeding. Stop feeding. Everybody stay alive. Everybody get a buff. None of this feeding. Like even the heavy and the pyro here, they shouldn't be taking this fight because they're not doing anything. They're just taking damage, losing crit heals, potentially getting sniped. You should just be chilling like back here, getting buffs, waiting for your players, and then walking in. And then your demo walks in alone, so the call should be once you are all healthy, once you are all buffed, you call we're dry fighting it now, and everybody walks forward together. Don't walk forward individually. Because what just happened there is your demo died alone again, and that just either delayed your push or made your push bad, and now you're staggering. Notice how you walked in one by one and died one by one, and now your soldier's feeding, and your entire team is fed. Your sniper's kind of feeding. Oh, he lives. Okay. So the same call here. You want to be grouping up, getting healthy, no feeding, do not die. They have full ad. You could be trying to walk your sniper too, so protect your sniper, give him a nice buff so we can try to get picks. But no feeding, no dying. Okay, you're here, you have buffs, you're walking in. Okay, this is good. Your demo might be a bit too aggro. What killed your med? Where's your pyro? Your pyro should have been with your med there. Pyro's way too far from it. What? Yeah, that's too far. Your pyro should be with your combo. If you're going to dry fight,
Miami,
yeah, your pyro should be with your medic and your combo so that doesn't happen. So your medic died, so you all die. Yeah. And then your engineer shouldn't be in. The most aggressive you should be is playing around your sniper so he can get something. That's the most you should be doing here. Right, your combo's here again. Okay. Also, if you... Sad. If you're having a problem with pushing out of concrete, you can also try pushing out of waterfall. It's the same strategy, just a different spot. You want to group up, get healthy, and then walk forward as a group. Don't stagger, don't feed. Like, your heavy was walking forward. He wasn't, like, super forward, but he was, like, peeking this corner when his team wasn't there at all. And he got backstabbed and died. He staggered. And the rest of your combo is here, but you have no heavy. So, and then your demo's kind of feeding. You have no one with your demo. Okay, now you're with your demo. Nice. Okay, you're healthy. You're taking the fight. They're all dead. Very nice. Yeah, so you walked forward there as a group with buffs, and they all died. Very nice. Oh no, sad spy. So your demo is too forward here. He should have someone with him as he's that forward. I mean, it's fine to set traps, but you should probably have someone with you so Big Dick Scout doesn't just run at you and two-shot you and you die. So as you're holding the point, you did full wipe them. You have significant ad. So there's two things you should be doing. You should be watching for people sacking for your med, like a high bomb soldier or a spy, and you should be playing on the point. You can be like significantly more forward. You can have like a heavy here, demo here, and med playing around that. You don't need to be chilling behind point when you have this big of an advantage. The other thing you need to not be doing is not dying. Like your med's got force. What forced your med there? A soldier, I assume, because the power got a reflect kill on him. Unfortunate. So now they have ad. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Though. You need to be watching for those sacks for your med. So like watch for the high bomb soldiers. Once you kill their med, assume they're gonna sack for your med. So they all die for that. So you can hold the point for a little bit longer. Your players should not be feeding here. There's a heavy under. Yeah, you shouldn't be feeding for that. Just kind of let them sit down there. So if there's someone under you want to get out, don't walk into them one by one. Especially if it's like a heavy. Call that we're going to fight under, and you have the beam, your heavy, a demo, whatever. You have multiple people fight under. Don't just walk in there one by one. So anyways, your down players, they have they're down players too, but their spawns are better. You should be right now. You're out. Isn't the best call, but it's an acceptable call. The call you should be having right here is play super passive, play to leave, but don't quite leave yet. So like you're playing like right here, and the moment they put any pressure on you, you leave. So you should be a bit in, but not out. Yeah, okay. So you're coming back in. Keep in mind they don't have ad. When did their med die? Okay. Something killed the med. Whatever killed the med, nice. That means that you don't actually have to be so passive because it's equal. I can check what did kill the med. How long ago did the med die? Oh, he was killed by spy. Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a solid pick. Otherwise you would have had to basically give a point. But so as it is, you're playing behind point. This is all right. Now that you have players, looks like you're calling play on point. Your med got kind of left behind and walked at, but you managed to clean it up. Your heavy got kind of baited because no one was playing forward with him and he died. Unfortunate. Your So what's happening here is half of your combo is here, and half of your combo is here. You want to be calling to either be on the point or passive behind the point. Before you dropped your heavy, you could have easily been on point. Once your heavy died, it would probably be smarter to back up. Right now, you should definitely be backed up passive behind point. On concrete, that's okay, because you're down players. That's your soldier. You probably should not be in here, especially not this in. Your down players, they have better spawns. The thing to do there would have been just passively put spam on point because half your combo's dead. Now that they're all dead, you can walk at them. You can even take an exchange if you want. If you exchange right now, because notice how many down they are. If you take the exchange, it'll be fat. They might use on a sniper or maybe a scout. Yes, yeah. Take the exchange. Yes, beautiful. And then, I mean, it's a med sniper. Just chase them, no fear. Where's your scout? Your scout should be in on this. Your scout should just be like right in that medic's face, ready to put 100 into him the moment that Uber ends. You have the med get out, whatever. You don't lose the game because of that. Would have been better to kill him, but whatever. Demo's being aggro. He does have a bodyguard class, though. This is perfectly fine. That's maybe a bit too aggro. If you're going to be that aggro, you want the beam with you. Yeah, so if you're going to be that aggro, you want the entire combo to be that aggro. The only reason to be that aggro with just those two is to put like a trap here or something and then leave. If you're going to try to stay there like that and to trade spam with them, you want beam, you want your entire combo there. Again, watch for this high bomb. He bombs into nothing because he's a bot, but you want to watch for those. Alright, so right now, you're down your sniper, you're down your heavy. They're only down a scout and a spy, that's not really important. You don't have any space here, so you should be either out or you should be playing passive, ready to leave. They should have pushed off that. Oh, their med died. Okay, never mind. But killed their med. A sec, sorry.
Backstab again, I think.
Yeah, Pingus killed him. Very nice.
No, Pingus.
Scout runs at med and kills him. Very funny. The med died, so you can actually be in. Yeah. And then just play on point because it's overtime. Use on point. Using on heavy is very solid here. Heavy is already on the point. It's overtime. play on point, uber heavy, you win game. Very
It's
nice.
heavy on the left. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one we win.
Unfortunate. So your demo's way too aggro for being that low on health. Did they switched their med here, didn't they?
Yeah, they switched their map.
They were off class now.
Ah, I see. Right, so what's happening here? Their demo's down, so the moment their demo dies, you should just be calling walk across the point. And then what happens is everybody walks across the point at their team and they die because they have no demo. Now their soldiers dead, they're 2 down, walk across the point, walk at them, they die. No fear. None of this like baity half in, no, walk at them and they die. Like your scout was in, if you had walked in with your scout, they would have all died. You would have mulched them. Their med's dead. Aw, sad. You just kind of half commit and drop a bunch of players and die, sad.
Scouts on our map now.
Yeah.
Jamie died.
Yeah, so the moment you had those picks, it started off really well for you, and you could have walked across the point and won it, but you just kind of... That's a terrible Uber dead. So, you played it the mid 2 passive once you had those picks, and you just kind of ate spam and dropped a bunch of important players and baited your scout and then died. Also, this Uber is terrible. So there's a couple reasons it's terrible. First of all, you used on a heavy while they need to walk across point. The only time a heavy should be Ubered is if they are already in. If the heavy is not in, they should not be Ubered. The other reason it's terrible is you're down players. I think all your players are spawners back there. So you're down players for this Uber. I think a decent amount of their players are spawners too, but your Uber's just bad, basically. They already had the point, so you're not defending the point. Did they just cap it? I believe they just capped it. So, if you had used slightly earlier than my point, it wouldn't have been as bad, but as it is, this is just really bad. Your soldier tries to bomb in to get something, but it's bad. You're getting nothing. You should leave before you get collapsed on and die. I'm trying to recap because... Okay. I mean, you capped the point, but you didn't cap the point because of the Uber. You capped the point because they just kind of left because they're down players.
Yeah.
So again, notice how half your combo's here, and half of you kind of up there. Scout's basically combo on this point. Bad. You want to all be on point or all be behind point? None of this. None of this. This is because your demo's gonna die in a second. Oh, demo lives. Demo should have died there. Their demo's feeding.
It's those pipes, and they fear him.
Yeah. Okay. Correctly, the scout runs with the demo and kills him. Very nice. Again, your medic's back here, but your combo's up there. Bad. You want to be together. You want to be together. So you're kind of fighting their concrete. I mean, yeah. That's the spot you want to be in if you're fighting concrete. Is heavy, and then your demo stands here and supports you. So your heavy die. You should be backing up to your demo. Yeah. So your entire combo's dead. They have no med. They have no sniper though. You could stay in if your scout's alive. Your scout died. You want to be out. You want to be out. You want to be out. If they had no med and you just beamed your scout, you could have stayed in. But then your pyro feeds. Your engineer's kind of feeding. Yeah. Once you like lose 6 players, you should just be leaving. You should be out. And then a soldier bombs, kills your med. Unfortunate. Yeah. Shouldn't have been in for that to happen in the first place. They died because they had a sniper to protect them, which is bad. So here, demo has no beam. He has no players. He should not be in. Same with heavy. You should be keeping crit heals. So what you want to be doing right here is the same thing as earlier. You want to be staying healthy, keeping crit heals, and waiting for buffs to dry fight it, because you have no picks to walk off of. And you're down your sniper and spy. You want to just be staying healthy, not taking damage to keep those crit heals, and that way you can get buffed very quickly and take the dry fight. So now you have a couple of picks, but your players fed when they shouldn't have been in. Your demo feeds, your heavy feeds. Yeah. So the problem there was half of your team fed, while the other half wasn't healthy, and then you kind of walked forward while still not healthy, with half your team dead, and then you just died too, because half your team is already dead. So you want to make sure you're not walking forward alone, and you want to make sure that when your team calls to walk forward, you are walking forward. You want to walk forward together. Do not stagger. It's very bad. So anyways, what you want to be doing right now is the same thing, calling no feeding. Like, dude, whoever your main caller is, I think you said it's your demo. Your demo should be screaming at everybody right now, do not die, no feeding. Like, do not die. It's very important. So you want to stay alive, keep your crit heals. Everyone gets a buff. Once you have a 450 Putis, a 270 demo, you walk at them. 260 demo, you walk at them. So right now they have Uber, but they're down a lot of players. You're reasonably healthy. This would be a perfect opportunity to walk at them. And the goal of you walking at them would be to make them use Uber or make them just give up the point. So your demo's in, your heavy is not in. So again, you should be in. Your demo has the right idea. You guys are kind of baiting him. I don't know if the demo called to be in or not, but you should definitely be in here. Your demo should be screaming, "I am in." They're destroyed. Look at that. That heavy's low. So get in here. Yeah, heavy. Okay, now your combo's in. Very nice. Also, sticks.
Yeah,
sure you-
we
make sure you
died
check
to
for
that
those.
a lot.
Make sure you check for those. Yep. Unfortunate. This is technically winnable if you... Okay, now you want to leave. Yep. Also, Fist of Steel are better than Gloves of Running Urgently. Gloves of Running Urgently are bad. I can explain that a little bit. So Gloves of Running Urgently make you lose overheal. Like, if you pull them out and... Or once you get back to full health after having them out, you lose overheal. It's bad. And then Fist of Steel are just better. You should have a teleporter, and you won't really need them. And the ability to tank with the Fist of Steel is amazing. Like, on that cap, I forgot they had Uber there. It wasn't winnable. The goal there wasn't to win. It was to bait out their Uber and or the cap. And if you pull out the Fist of Steel, you can surf damage away about just as fast as you can run away with the Gloves of Running Urgently, while having significantly more health. So your demo should not be in here. Absolutely should not be in here. No reason for this. Terrible. Do not do it. He lives, but he might die to the engineer. He shouldn't have been in anyway. So the call here again should be group up on right side, get healthy, work your sniper a bit, make sure there's someone protecting him. Heavy should not be in here. Heavy should take a buff. Demo should not be in here. Demo should take a buff. Just none of this feeding, none of this taking damage crap. Get healthy, take a buff. Take a buff. Okay, now you're healthy. Now they're down players. This is the... Yes, now you want to walk in. You want to be calling focus the heavy. Your heavy dies, it's fine. You want to still be saying focus the heavy. Where's the rest of your team? Scout should be in here. I don't know. Where's the... Spy's behind him. Okay. But anyway, yeah, there you go. Now you have people shooting heavy. Yep. Nice. Demo should not be walking forward here when he's this low. This is terrible. Do not do that. Splitting up your combo is probably the biggest thing that you keep doing right now. Like, notice how you have... a second ago, you had your medic over there, your pyro there, your demo over there. That's terrible. Especially after you just killed their med. Like, so, you just killed their med. What you should be thinking right now is people are going to be sacking for a med. Also, med should be on point, because everyone else is. Because people are going to be sacking for your med, so you want, like... Terrible. So what's going to happen is a soldier's going to bomb your med. They may or may not do it right now, but what can very easily happen here is a soldier high bombs your med, nobody shoots them, they land on your med, nobody's with the med dies. Terrible. Much better for your med to be up here with everyone else on point, so that they can heal them, and because notice how everybody's low and having to leave the point now. Play together as a combo. You like, none of this half people back here, half people up here. Everybody on point, everybody back. None of this baby crap. Now, if they come out of under like this, yeah, no, that's fine. Ideally, you have someone watching that, calling that, but if they come up behind you, it's not a huge deal, especially like right now. They have to walk through the same choke point they would on the other side, right? So you just shoot them and they die. It's only a problem if they do it in coordination with the push from the front, which they didn't really. Yeah, so you just dropped a bunch of players before the Uber. Ubering on a heavy there was fine. I Ubered them because you're the only one left, but it would have been fine either way because they were on the point. Ideally, you just shouldn't have been dying there. There wasn't that much pressure on you, so... I think you were just low because your combo was too spread out, and so when they put a bit of pressure on you, you just all died. So keep your combo together so you can stay healthy, and you can actually take that little bit of pressure without all dying. Anyways, same thing here. Sorry, what was that?
The flank. They're about to push us through the flank, I think.
Unfortunate. Right now you have 10 seconds, so you kind of have to say fuck it, walk for it. Yeah, your demo said fuck it, walk for it. The end there was unfortunate, but that's basically what you had to do, is just sack for the point. If you have, like, if you had like 3 seconds more, you could have waited to group up, but when it gets down to 10 seconds, you can't. You just kind of have to go for it. Though right before that you did lose a couple of players, it would have been ideal if they didn't die. Also, again, Fist of Steel are better here. Your soldier should just whip you and you're just as fast. Because right now you're too fast for whips and it slows your soldier down too. Fist of Steel, way to go. Okay, what's let me actually slow down the middle bit. Yeah, it's probably too slow. Let's put it at like 40. There. Right. So this is fine. Trading spam. They're bombing you again. You should be watching for this. If that soldier gets your med, I will quack cry. Okay, they did not. Your med should not be over there. That's terrible. Your med should be in. Not like peeking sniper in, but they should be in enough that they can heal your players. Because right now what's going to happen is the moment your players get low, they're going to die, or they're going to run back over here, and you lost the mid because of that. Yeah. Yeah, you basically just lost the mid. Your players are unhealthy, your med's not in, you have no ground. You should just, at this point, you should just call to give it up. And a soldier, I think he went through the house and bombed you from behind. Yeah.
He lives though.
And your players are kind of feeding here. You might get the heavy, but it's not worth the risk. You don't accomplish anything by killing the heavy there. Alright, so what you want to be doing right now, you have equal Uber here. So what you want to do is you want to call, same thing that I've been saying, come on concrete, goof up about where you are right now, call nobody feed, nobody take damage, everybody keep crit heals, everybody get a buff. Once everybody is buffed, then you walk forward and take the exchange. And what the exchange would look like is basically you Uber demo scout in, you force their Uber, you try to get some damage, and then you leave with the last 20%. And then, once their Uber fades, your entire team just walks back in. And the rest of your team, that's not the demo scout or medic, should not have been fighting during that exchange. They should have been staying back and staying healthy, so that once both Ubers have faded, you can walk in and take that exchange. So, right now, they're down 3. Those people respawning as you get Uber. So that exchange would actually go pretty well for you if you take it as soon as you get Uber.
I think Jimmy's about to fall into the trap. I'm not sure though. But
He shouldn't be walking forward here. He shouldn't even be peeking that. He should just be calling for your combo to group up. 2 forward, 2 forward. He needs his buff. He does have a buff, but he shouldn't be taking fights, taking damage, losing crit heals. Heavy doesn't have enough of a buff. I think that's because of the Guru. Yeah.
He just died to the.
He shouldn't have been in the first place. The rest of your combo was too slow, wasn't there? Oh, let me get that back to 100 so that it's not like super slow. Yeah, so he walked in a couple seconds too early. Your heavy didn't have a buff. Your other players weren't in. You died at the same trap.
Then I died.
So what you can do is rather than dropping down here, you can drop down here, and then you don't die to the trap. And as a heavy, you can just jump over with the Fist of Steel, look at it, see there's a trap there, call it, and then just shoot it, and it's gone. But anyways, right now, yeah, stop dying from the same trap, stop feeding, make sure your player's protecting your sniper. Sniper got baited there and died. Shouldn't be taking fights, you should... Okay, right now you both have Uber, you're just sitting on Uber and wasting time, so your main caller right now should be absolutely furious. He should be screeching at the top of his lungs, stop dying, you monkeys, take a buff for taking an exchange. That is what should be happening right now. So yes, you have buffs. You're walking forward. Everybody walks forward. Oh, it looks like you're about to take the exchange. Yes, perfect. Walk forward. Oh, walk forward. Can we do it?
Taking our time this time.
Oh, no!
What the fuck happened there?
Okay. I know what. So what was happening there is the demo wanted the Uber, and he wanted to jump in. That's fine. And what that looks like is... Where's your scout? Your scout's dead. That only works if you have a scout. You Uber the demo. The demo jumps in. You give the rest of it to the scout. We run up to the demo. Meet up with the demo and flash him. And it's a great way for your Uber to quickly get in. But your scout's dead, so that doesn't work. Also, Pyro should not be in the Uber. Heavy should not be in the Uber. Your scout should have been in the Uber. Your scout should have not died, basically. And how not dying works is you don't walk in, and then you don't die. But anyways, your Uber is way too early. You flash too many people. It's short. You should not be in here as heavy, because the moment they use, you're just going to get caught in and die. You do manage to get out because they're retarded. But your Pyro is feeding. Pyros shouldn't be in here. The rest of you refighting like this is fine. Your Pyro should have died there, but they didn't because the other team's retarded. That only worked because the other team was stupid. They just kind of let you bully their Uber and then let you shoot them. Where's your demo? Where did you go? No?
No.
Okay, so that's not your demo, I'm retarded. Where's Jimmy? There he is. Never mind. Soldier over there is perfectly fine. Demo over here is perfectly fine. The at Gmails confused me for a second there.
Yeah.
Bruh. That's just a bro moment. Big sad. Scout walks at your med and kills him and no one shoots him. With your med dead, you probably should not be this aggressive. You should be backing up, and you die because you have no med. Unfortunate. At this point, you lost the point. You should be out. Or, you should be all dead. Nowhere in between. None of this sort of living about to die in 5 seconds crap. You either live or you die. None of this staggering crap. Because the point is, once your med dies, notice how they have 80 add. If you just all run at them, like if you would notice how your sniper and spy and engineer, I think, are deleting them. If your pyro and heavy had walked at them at the same time, you might kill the med. So once your med dies, just everybody says fuck it, walks at them, and they die, or you die, and it doesn't matter. But yeah, because the goal is basically to kill the med. Engineer Beef said. The goal is to kill or force their med, which you did do. Yeah, but you went about it. The more people that walk at the med, the better it is. And the difference between 6 people dying and 3 people dying doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to defend the point either way once your med's dead. So, you should not be in as heavy here. You have no picks to walk off of. Your feeding and staggering is bad. You should be taking a buff. Take buffs. Nobody feed. Nobody feed. Don't do it. Don't feed demo. Sad. Yeah, so it's same thing. Again, you're just feeding and staggering. You, like, no fighting whatsoever should be happening here. Everybody should be healthy. Though, their med died, so now you can be in. Don't trap your scout. The scout better live. Okay, so their med's dead, so you should either be in, or decide you're not taking the fight. And you're gonna fight it with Uber. None of this, like, half in. You need to... Okay, so you have Uber. Looks like you're committing to it. Your scout... What's your scout? What is he? He's a spawner, I think. Unfortunate. Your Uber's gonna be shit because it's just a demo. Shit Uber. Pyro right clicks, demo can't shoot them. Shit Uber. Unfortunate. You need something else with the demo. Like, preferably a scout. A pyro can walk if your scout's dead. And then so what happened there is, after your Ubu got nothing, you stayed in too long, and their team collapsed on you and you died. Once you're at like 20% with the Ubu, and that's like 6 of their players are dead, you should be out. So right now they have ad, you do have a banner, but your soldier's probably going to die in a second. No.
He may go
Oh, their med did die. So this is, you being in here is not ideal with the rest of your players. If it's just, no, you should be out here. If the rest of your players seem to be spawners, you should be out. If you had a couple more players, it might be doable, but you should be out because you're just feeding as is. There are 10 seconds left on the clock, but that's fine because they hadn't quite capped yet. If you had just waited for your players to be here, you could have tried to bum rush the point in overtime. As it is, you're going to be a little too slow. I don't know where your scout is. Scout could maybe tap it. Nah, okay.
Jimmy tried, but
yeah,
he went in without healing.
Yeah, so that's kind of why you want to group up first. Call where you're grouping up, and then walk into it.
Okay.
Yeah, so just the big thing I'm seeing is your combo is not playing together. So when your combo is holding everyone on point, call that we're on point, and make sure your entire combo is on point. And when you're behind point, make sure that you call that. Make sure you're behind point. When you're waiting to push the point, make sure you take no damage. Make sure you do not die until everybody is healthy and has a buff. And then you call to walk in, and only then do your players walk in. None of this staggering and feeding for 3 minutes. Do not do it. Because every time a player dies, doesn't matter which player it is, you're at a disadvantage for 10 seconds until they respawn. And it's bad. So just stay alive. Do not die.
Yes.
Yes.
Got it.
Any questions?
Guys?
No, I don't.
Anything about the spy or maybe the combo?
You mean for the spy?
Yeah.
I wasn't really paying attention to spy.
Okay.
You seem to be stabbing people, which is good.
Which is fine.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
also be calming where the players are. I don't know if
That's
you are
good.
coordinating bombs with your soldier. As spy, you can decloak as your soldier bombs to try to get stuff. I don't know if you're doing that. That's something
No.
you can try.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really paying attention to you, so I don't have much to say for you.
Okay. That's good. Coordinate.
Anyone else? Okay. No, I think, yeah, we need to. I think one thing that is very important of what you said is that when our medic dies, we either need to go super aggro and kill and just suicide in, or we need to get the fuck out of there.
Yes.
Which I think that for us, it works better to just go in and suicide. I
Yes,
think
that
it
is the
works
better.
with our aggro.
That's the better
Yeah.
play. Is everybody just bots in and dies because while you have no med, you can't do anything. So you might as well just go respawn because there's nothing else you can be doing. So yes.
Let's remember that, guys.
And then the other big thing is your main caller, when you're waiting to push, he just needs to be absolutely screaming at all of your players, do not feed. Because you guys
Don't
like to
even
feed.
take damage, right?
Yes, do not take damage. Just live. Take buffs. Even if you're on the flank, just don't take damage so that you're healthy when you need to fight. And your main callers should just be screaming at people so that they don't die. And yeah. And that way you have a 9v9 instead of a 7v9. Much easier to win.
Yeah. We did better on this last one just a few minutes ago. We did much better.
Very
We stayed
nice.
a little bit more together. But yeah, I think that that threat of just suiciding in after our medic dies, it's gonna make a difference.
Yeah. Oh, and
Thank you.
one thing I should mention: when you do that, it works best if you call what you're going for. Ideally, the medic, but if like somebody calls 130 on the demo, then shoot the demo, because even if the demo, I mean, it doesn't reset your Uber ad if the demo dies, but you can. Their spawns are longer if they have the point, so you can kill the demo, respawn before they do, and then push off of the fact that their demos are spawning. So like, but just focus somebody, right? So call, shoot the demo, or shoot the medic, whatever. Just make sure you're shooting the same people, so you don't do 30 to 10 people instead of 300 to 1.
The medic, yeah. Okay, got it. Thank you, Fussy. If
Yep.
somebody else? No? All right. Thank you, Fussy.